Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is François with Trippin' on NB Whitewaters. I'm here with Emily and we rounded up a group of friends and we're going to be paddling the Rivière Noire here in the Ottawa region. About 5 days we'll be spending on the river to our takeout at Aventure Rivière Sauvage. I mean, we already know we're going to have some portages, there's going to be some fun whitewater. We're told the water level is a little bit below average, so there might be a lot of rock dodging. So, I mean, stay tuned to see how we make out on the Rivière Noire. There is actually 3 rivers that flow south out of La Vérendrye, like a wildlife preserve, and they flow relatively parallel to each other into the Ottawa River, and La Noire is one of them, La Rivière Noire. There's also La Dumoine, which Emily and I paddled a few years ago along with one of our friends Chris, who's actually here with us on this trip too. And the other one is the Coulange. So yeah, we're here at our put-in on a little creek called Forant Creek that feeds into the Rivière Noire. And just a few kilometers downstream from here, we'll be joining the Rivière Noire. Oh, we're gonna have to stop, like there's a sweeper. Oh, I did not see that. All right, so far Forant Creek is just some pretty shallow, a little bit of rock dodging. Right here behind me though, we do have a sweeper, so we're gonna have to probably lift over that. Getting there.
Got my ribs.
Okay. Draw on the right a little. Yep. A little more on the right. And on the left. Alright, we have completed Forant Creek and we're just joining La Rivière Noire proper right here. Forant Creek was pretty shallow, a little bit of rock dodging, no actual rapids, and I think we got some calm water coming up ahead for several kilometers before we get to our first marked rapid, which is going to be the wall, and so we'll see how that goes. Yep, draw left, okay. Yee-hee. So we're just at a beautiful little campsite here with its own little beach. But yeah, the trail didn't go all the way to the feature that we wanted to scope out. So we're gonna have to kind of make it down a couple class 1s. And then we'll try and just kind of eddy hop our way down until we can get out a little lower and have a look at the feature, the wall feature, which is the one we kind of wanted to scope out. Okay, paddle hard, paddle hard. And red, yeah, left, Okay, paddle hard, yeah. There we go. So we all managed to eddy our way down a couple of class 1s. Now we're on the legit portage trail. Should be able to have a quick look at this rapid before we run it.
So it kind of looks like the current's going to want to push us to the right onto those rocks, but I think as long as we try and stay on the inside of the bend, we should be okay.
All right, let's get some momentum. Draw left. Woo! And where are we going? Okay, we're gonna eddy out on the right. Paddle forward. Woo. Woo, cool, so all 3 canoes made it down. I'd say at this level it's probably class 2. The wall is really cool, really fun. And yeah, we're just gonna continue on downstream from here. I think there's a little bit more coming, like maybe some class 1s, but nothing too big. But it's super warm out and feels lovely to get a little splash to cool down.
That was fun. That was good. Wasn't it? It looks worse than it is.
Yeah, everyone did great. It went super smoothly for everybody. Well, there, I think that's it for the rapids for today. Based on the map, it looks like we've got some more kind of meandery, calm river to go. We'll try and make it another like 7 kilometers, and it looks like there's some beach campsites, and so we'll nab one of those. Well, this section of the river has a lot of these kind of sandy beaches. So, I don't know, we're having a look at this one. We might stay here for the night.
Home sweet home.
Woo! Ah.
Squash soup.
Tonight we're having some squash and lentil soup that we dehydrated a while ago. We're just rehydrating that, and to go along with it, I prepared some garlic bannock. It's our first time trying this, so I made the mixture at home, and now I'm just going to fry it up in the frying pan. I know a lot of people do it over the fire, but just for the sake of convenience right now, this is how I'm gonna attempt to do it. And actually we put some cheese in there too, so we'll have hopefully some garlic cheese bread if this turns out. Alright, I'm gonna try flipping this kind of like a pancake. So I drizzled a bit of extra olive oil on top for when I do flip it. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, that's hard to flip. Oh, not bad, not bad.
All for me.
Well, that's the end of day one. We had a good day today, first day on the water, and got our first taste of some of the rapids here on the river. And there's going to be lots more rapids coming tomorrow, so we're looking forward to that. We're going to get a good night's sleep tonight. We had a campfire, just had a chill evening, and it's actually a really nice campsite here on the beach. Really nice soft sand, so that's been quite enjoyable. And so, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Well, good morning. It is our morning of day 2. It's absolutely beautiful and sunny out. It's already getting pretty warm, so it's definitely going to be a scorcher today. So we're just, going to have some breakfast, slowly pack up, just kind of enjoy being here on this nice little beach. We'll be loading up and then start heading downriver again. All right, so we're on the water, starting out with a bit of a calm section this morning. We've got the, I think Targhee, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, rapids coming up, which should be runnable, I think. And then after that, we'll have a couple of portages to do. Basically, my goal today is if we could get past the canyon staircase, which has a portage, and then also the mountain chutes, which has a pretty significant portage. It's labeled as the portage from hell on my topo, so that's not super inspiring. But if we can make it past those 2 portages, I think we'll be okay. That would set us up nicely for the coming days, and to not fall behind schedule. So that's going to be our goal, and I guess we'll see how things unfold. All right, we're going to have a peek at this first set, and hopefully it's runnable. You could definitely tell there was like a pretty significant drop here in the river. Well, Emily seems stoked. I think we feel pretty good. We're gonna hug the shore on the right, trying to avoid the big kind of munchy looking hole there. And if we can avoid that, then it should be smooth sailing. Yeah, keep pedaling hard, pedal hard. Okay, paddle hard, paddle hard. Hard, hard, hard. Woohoo!
Whew, good job. That was good. That was very big.
We watched you guys and we're like, oh god, okay, we're just ready to swim, whatever.
Oh yeah, no, great work.
Yeah,
We
we
were-
got some water. I don't feel like we were ever really at risk of overturning.
Okay, nice.
I think we were in control the whole time.
All right, so all 3 boats made it down this big class 3 at the top here. And looks like we got a section of continuous class 2s coming up. So we'll just kind of pick our way down that. And yeah, I think we all had a blast.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah, that top section was super fun. And looking forward to some more whitewater. Oh yeah. That did not go well. Right. Yep. Left a bit into that tongue. Oh. And okay, paddle hard. Let's try and go left into the eddy if we can. The first drop is weird. We didn't hit it quite right. We didn't hit it quite center, and it like really wanted to tilt us. I don't know if you guys want to try and scope it out. Honestly, I'm trying to remember, like, I think we were too far to the right.
Okay, we're gonna scope it out a little bit and make a decision. Not terribly smooth, but that was good.
Good enough.
Okay, I have no idea where the tongue is on this drop, so you think it's further right? Oh, I think it's
Oh, straight ahead.
straight ahead? Yeah. Like over here. Nice. Right. And we can eddy over here. We are yet again scouting. This one's only rated class 2 on my map, but it suggests a scout because not far below it is the canyon staircase, which is a portage and clearly a big feature. So we want to be sure that we paddled this one correctly and not capsize, because then you could get floated down to the more concerning rapid just below. So to me, it looks like we're going to enter this set on River Right and then kind of move over a little bit to River Center. Then I think mostly just kind of follow down that line. It doesn't look too bad, and it's relatively forgiving. Emily and I have more whitewater canoeing experience than the rest of the group, so I feel like it kind of falls on me a little bit more to kind of pick a safe line, make sure that things look reasonable for the group. So I do feel a little extra pressure for that. But yeah, I just want to make sure that everybody's safe and everybody has a good time out here. I mean, amazing, beautiful day, and we're having a lot of fun so far. So yeah, the goal is just to keep it that way, keep it fun and keep it safe. Oh, left a bit. Yep, thank you. Oh, yeah.
Boy, you're going down a giant waterfall.
Woo! All right. Nice job. Okay, we've arrived at the first portage.
Wow, documenting my struggle.
You're doing great. So what we ended up doing is portaging the gear all the way to the end of the portage and portaging the canoes to a spot where we can put in. Wasn't quite big enough to like load all the gear there, so we are gonna paddle a section, like a pretty rowdy looking section that goes through a canyon, and then we will be picking up our gear at the end of that section. Yeah, that one. Left. All right, good job.
Lunchtime.
Okay, so we just had some lunch here on this little beach. We did the canyon staircase portage and then ran the lower section. Looks like from here we've got a few more rapids on the way for the next 5 or so kilometers, and then we have the mountain chutes coming up, which is the next big feature, which we'll have to do some portaging there as well. So yeah, that's what's coming up for us.
Left a bit, or oh dear. No, I think, where do we want to be? Woo! Nicely done.
That's good.
That's fun.
We're just at the beginning of the
mountain chutes area. And my topo shows a portage starting here, and then below there's like a class 2 leading directly into a 20-foot waterfall. So I'm not sure where people usually start the portage, if they start it back here or if they run to class 2. I guess we want to make sure that we're able to get off to eddy out after the class 2 if we do choose to run it. So we'll be scoping out this area to see what the best call is. Again, all I'm going by is what my topo has, which is the guide to the Upper Ottawa rivers by Hap Wilson. I photocopied some pages out of his book, but I don't really have any insider data, so I really have no idea what people usually do for this section of the river. But we'll have a look and then make our decision.
Yeah, I don't know where the path is.
So we're just walking back from a pretty long walk along this portage trail. And it looks like a long continuous stretch of rocky rapids leading to the big one that we definitely want to avoid at all costs. But we're all thinking of trying to kind of cautiously pick our way down, sticking close to the shore, and that way we should hopefully be able to get to the takeout that's right before the big falls and portage the shortest distance possible. So that's our current plan.
And our obituary.
Where do we? Yeah, left. Okay, right. Left again. We're gonna start here and then move left a little bit. Yeah, left, draw left. Okay. I don't know where you... Oh, there's left, yep. Just forward a bit. Okay. Okay. Okay, Emily and I made it down the class 2 section. There was definitely more rock dodging than the first section, but I think even if you bump up against a few rocks, it should be okay as long as you kind of try and maintain that line.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, so we all made it down this rock garden rapid, and we're just unloading the canoes. Gonna start the hard work of portaging around this thing. So, as a general rule, we try and do these portages in 2 trips. So one trip is barrels and loose items and whatnot, and then on the second trip, Emily carries another barrel and I carry the canoe. And that's generally how we've been doing the portages, and usually works out pretty well. This portage is the one that's labeled as the portage from hell, and I'm beginning to understand why. It's really rocky and uneven. This is gonna be a real challenge to carry the canoe up this. And we're doing the shorter version of this portage because there's a longer go around if we didn't run the first part. And that would be hell in its length alone. But this one here, it's mostly just on how steep the terrain is. Whew. And I think the descent at the end is one of the worst parts too. Oh, back for load 2, about to take the canoe. If you know me, you know that I do not particularly enjoy portages. I will not seek out a portage. I will put up with a portage if I have to. This portage really is brutal. Oh man, it's gonna take a while to get everything over there and get down that super steep section. But it's gotta be done. It's gotta be done. Okay. Oh, left. Yeah. Ooh, that was a fun set, eh?
Yeah,
Very long.
Yeah, it was nice, yeah. Just like smooth the whole way.
Yeah. Just kind of just kept going.
Yeah, just like riding the waves, nothing too scary.
That set was the reward for the kind of the heinous portage that we just did. Yeah, our goal right now is actually just to find the nearest campsite because it's starting to get late and we're getting hungry. So we're really hoping we find one soon.
Let's stop here, wait for them.
Well,
Stop here. right here. That's the campsite right there.
Yeah, right in here. Nice. Reaction. How happy are we to find this campsite?
So happy. So happy. Oh my gosh. There's flat ground. And I'm so hungry and so tired.
Whew. Well, what a relief. We found a pretty decent looking campsite. And it's getting kind of late. It's like 7 p.m. or so. Getting through the rapids earlier, the portages. It all took a while. So we're pretty tired. Happy to finally find a campsite. We're gonna settle here for the night, cook up some supper, and yeah, try and kind of rest up. That was a pretty big day. So, funny story about this faux that Emily and I are eating tonight for supper. This is a dehydrated meal that our friend Nick prepared for our Yukon trip last summer. So we didn't end up eating it on that trip, and so we just kind of ended up keeping the meal, and we're having it now on this trip. That's the beauty about these dehydrated meals, is they just kind of stay good almost indefinitely. And now we're enjoying it tonight. So thank you, Nick. We're finally enjoying your faux. Well, we are winding down now after supper. We might have a bit of a campfire, but I'm sure we'll all turn in pretty early after a big day of paddling and portaging. Yeah, it was exhausting, but it was a great day. We had a lot of fun. It was very hot out. Looks like tomorrow we're going to be starting the day off with a little portage around just this feature that I was hoping we could run, but right now it's just too rocky. So that's how we'll be starting out our morning. But that's it for today. See you tomorrow. All right, good morning. It's our third morning on the river. This morning we've got a little bit of drizzle, we got some cloudy weather. Looks like we might be getting some rain showers throughout the day, but that's not going to stop us. We kind of slept in a little bit this morning, I think, because we were all tired from yesterday. So we're going to start packing up, have some breakfast, and then we'll gear up for this first portage and just load the canoes at the end and carry on from there. It's raining for real now. It's going to be a rainy day, I think.
Your water filter is already
I got you.
So, yeah, that rapid might not look like much on camera, but there's actually a pretty big hole right down there that we wouldn't want to get sucked into. It would probably flip us. So there's a very narrow line right next to it, which seems possible, but like it's more of a double ledge feature, and in order to get it lined up properly, we'd need to paddle into it with a fair bit of momentum so that we don't get sucked into the hole. The problem is that just upstream, which we can't see very well from here, but it's very shallow and rocky, so by the time we try and maneuver around those rocks, we wouldn't be able to have the momentum to punch through this double ledge. So I think at a slightly higher water level, this would actually be more doable, just because those rocks would be submerged a little deeper underwater, and we'd be able to hit this with more momentum. But anyway, at this water level, we're portaging it.
easy.
Nice.
Yeah, we can turn around. Right. Oh, frig. No, okay. More left. Okay, right. So we just got through a shallow rock dodgy rapid, which was our warm-up for the day. Now we got a very short flat section before we get to another short portage, followed by another rapid that will run just below that portage. So this one here is called the Rapide de l'Ours. It's definitely too big for us to run in canoes like this. So should be a quick portage to run the lower section of this rapid. Yes. So the put in right at this portage was we couldn't really paddle out from that spot. Too many boulders and shallow rocks and current, so that's why we kind of walked our canoe down just a little bit. But from this eddy, I think Emily and I should be able to kind of ferry out a little bit into the current, swing around, and paddle the rest of this, which is rated class 2, looks a little bit rocky, but we should be able to manage from here. Okay, left, draw left, or no, okay, yeah, left of this. Okay, good, and right. Yeah, right. Left of that rock. And now right. Left again. Left. Okay. And straight through here.
Yes! Let's go!
Well, that was a whole lot of rock dodging. Just left, right, I don't know. We kind of winged it. Didn't all go exactly as planned. That being said, there wasn't really much of a plan to begin with. But honestly, the first part of that was really cool, really fun. The lower section, there's just so many rocks. It's hard to know where to go. You guys didn't hit any rocks, did you?
Maybe when I do.
Now I think after this, oh yeah, there's only one other marked rapid on my map, and then we'll have a lot of flat water to paddle today. We're gonna try and make up some of the distance that we didn't do yesterday because of the portages. Just took up a lot of time. So yeah, we should be able to make it up. It's still kind of missing out. Hoping it'll clear, but yeah, we'll see. Either way, we'll be spending all day on the water.
We did yesterday.
Well,
It is very wet out. We're just stopped here for some lunch and to put on a few extra layers. I thought I'd be okay with just a t-shirt and kind of committing to the wet, but it turns out I was getting pretty cold, so I'm gonna go for the rain jacket and hope I'll be warmer this way. Yeah. Well, I think we found a dead bear on the river. Kind of unexpected. All right, paddle hard. Oh yeah.
Hey, you got it.
Well, we got to camp here next to the 50-50 Rapids, which we're looking forward to running tomorrow. But yeah, we had a big day. We paddled about 38 kilometers in the rain, basically all day. It only stopped at the end. Well, basically we waited for the rain to stop until we actually, set up camp. We figured we might as well just keep going since we were wet anyways. But we're here trying to dry some stuff out and gonna cook up some supper. Yeah, there's another group here at the campsite, but fortunately it's a very large site here, so we can all kind of find some space. Right, Emily and I are keeping it simple tonight and having some pasta. We dehydrated some pasta sauce here, dehydrated all the ingredients separately, some vegetables and some meat, and then packaged that all together, and now it's rehydrated. We're just going to put this on the pasta and dig in. Overall, this pasta is pretty successful, but the meat didn't fully rehydrate, so maybe I should have let it heat up a little longer, but it's good enough. We're hungry. Well, it felt good to get some food in us after a long day of paddling. So I think I mentioned earlier, but we did about 38 kilometers today, which was a pretty good distance. That sets us up really nicely for the next couple of days. That means we'll only have to do a pretty short distance for the next 2 days, and so we can just kind of take it easy, relax, really enjoy the moment, enjoy being here without any pressure to make a certain distance. So that's really nice. The rest of the trip, the weather should also be improving, so it should be really good, and looking forward to the rest of the river, looking forward to running this rapid right next to me tomorrow. This one looks really fun. So yeah, lots to look forward to and really happy to be out here. Oh. That was a fail. Ah. Well, good morning. It's day 4 of our trip here on the Noire River. We've got a beautiful morning. Sun's out today. So after some discussion, we decided we'll have a layover day here and just enjoy being here, let our stuff dry out, run this rapid that's right next to us, and just kind of, have a relaxing day. Part of the reason is the group that's ahead of us are actually going to be staying tonight at the site where we would have intended on staying, and it's not really big enough to accommodate their group plus ours. So instead of trying to crowd in there, we're just gonna let them get a head start downstream, enjoy the day here, go for a swim probably, just kind of relax, take it easy, and then tomorrow we'll finish off the trip. That leaves us about 20, maybe just under 25 kilometers to do tomorrow, but I'm told there's some good current for that stretch of river. So yeah, we're just gonna hang out here at camp for the day. So I updated the Visolio forecast, and I got some bad news. We are at risk of getting sunburnt.
I thought you were gonna say rain, and I was like, I don't believe you.
Yeah.
All right, so Chris here and I are just gearing up to be the first ones down 50-50 rapids. So yeah, here we go. It's gonna be fun. Woohoo! Whoa, left, draw left. Yee-hee! Paddle forward hard. Woohoo! Yep, straight ahead, straight ahead.
That's kind of the beautiful thing about this campsite we're staying at. It's right next to this 50-50 rapid. The portage to run back up is really short, and I think a lot of people do this, kind of stay here, either have a layover day here or at least spend a few hours here, kind of just portaging the canoe back up, running the rapid empty a few times, just really kind of taking advantage of it. It's such a fun rapid and really safe too, because just below the rapid is just this massive calm pool. So you can play around in it and flip and have fun and just go for swims, and it's really safe and really fun. So anyway, I definitely don't regret that we made the decision to spend a layover day here and just take full advantage of this site and of this rapid. All right, time for a little gear review. So you might have noticed that on this trip we're using walkie-talkies. This is actually the second trip that I do where we use walkie-talkies, and so basically on this trip Emily and I have been going first on the rapids, especially the ones that we don't scope out together, and then kind of radioing back to the others to say if there's any unexpected hazards or any suggestions on what line to take. So they've been really handy on this trip. It's also really handy to kind of just make sure we can keep track of each other, like if there's a rapid that goes around a bend, and we can kind of still communicate with another canoe. So I highly recommend. I don't have a specific brand to recommend for walkie-talkies, just as long as it's something that's waterproof, so that if you do go for a swim, you'll still be good. But yeah, there's my little gear tidbit for this trip. What happened, Chris? What have you done?
I've ruined dinner.
Well, not dinner, Thanksgiving dinner.
Thanksgiving dinner, because everyone knows that a good turkey dinner requires a good gravy. Instead of gravy, I got this Swiss chalet dipping sauce, and I'll never live it down.
Now everyone's upset at Chris for ruining Thanksgiving turkey dinner.
Yeah. Should have signed a prenup.
I love that Swiss chalet sauce personally. I think it's great.
Thank you. Someone finally.
Well, there you have it. We had a great day at camp, enjoying the 50-50 rapid here, playing around in that, running it several times, having an afternoon nap, just relaxing and enjoying being out here. Now we just had some supper, just finished up and getting things cleaned up. We're gonna have a campfire tonight, just have a nice relaxing evening. Got lots of rapids to look forward to tomorrow on the last stretch of the river. So can't wait for that. Really excited for our final day, and really glad we took the time to just kind of slow down and enjoy spending the day here. But yeah, I get that about sums it up for tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow. Well, it's the morning of day 5. It's our final day on the river. We're getting a bit of an earlier start this morning because we want to be done on time and make sure we have time to get through all the rapids we have to run today, and a couple of them we might have to scope. We're looking forward to it though. We'll be starting out with the calm 5-kilometer paddle before we get into the meat of it, and then it'll be consecutive rapids and then lots of swifts and rapids till the end. So, I mean, what a good way to end the trip. Today should be a really good day. Alright, so we just paddled around 5 kilometers, a little over 5 kilometers of nice calm flat water this morning, and we've just arrived at our first rapid. This one's called Tight Right, so we're gonna run it on river left. Just kidding. Yeah, so it should be hopefully straightforward down the right shore. There, we've just arrived at the start of Manitou Rapids. So there's 2 rapids today that, I guess the 2 biggest rapids today are Manitou Rapids and Jam Rock, which is right after it. And both of these, we're gonna hop out of the canoe and scope just to make sure we get the right line. That's the first part of Manitou Rapids. It keeps going a little bit lower, but doesn't look too threatening. Unfortunately, the water is pretty low right now, so this rapid, which I was hoping was going to be more of like a high volume rapid, is actually very rocky, and the line is going to be like very technical, I guess, to hit exactly the right spot, because it looks like most of the lines that we try and spot end up on a rocky shelf. So I think we're gonna go with river right, and because that seems to be the line that has the least amount of rocks. So let me try and find where the big hole is. First wave. Yep, paddle hard. And draw left. Okay, and paddle forward. All right, that line worked out perfectly for Emily and I. We just kind of skirted the big hole to its right, went down the center for a while, and then on the bottom section, just kind of dodged some rocks by veering left. Woohoo! Well, that was a good line that we took down Manitou Rapids. That worked out well. This next one is Jam Rock. We're also going to scope this one out because it might be big, but we'll find out. All right, looks like we got our line picked out for this one. It does look like there's a pretty big hole over there, but it should be really fun to just kind of head down there, take on some water, then maybe try and eddy out over here in this big eddy. Looks fun.
intro rocks. Okay, left. Okay, paddle hard. Okay, draw to the right. Well, that should have been the 2 biggest rapids for today. I think nothing else that will warrant scoping out. There'll be more class 1s and easy class 2s, and there should be lots of swifts and good current from here the rest of the way down. It's really cool to see how the character of the river has changed since we enter the section that's labeled as Boulder Raceway. Like on the bottom of the river and on the shores, there's a lot more rocks and a lot less sand. Upstream from there, it had all been sand, and there's lots of swifts and a pretty quick current. So it's pretty neat. Like, just seems like the character of the river has just changed all of a sudden. Woo! Let's go down to the beach.
Going to find our lunch.
Lunch.
Crackers, meat, and cheese. Our lunch of choice.
Where's my...
We just had our last river lunch. We have about 10 kilometers left to our takeout. So we're just gonna kind of enjoy our last moments on the river. The big one on our right. And Eddie. Heh. Well guys, there you have it. That was our 5-day trip on the Noire River. We're just pulling up to our takeout here real shortly. We had a great time. It was a great opportunity to reconnect with some friends that we don't see very often. We had some great beach campsites, ran some really fun rapids that were exciting enough to provide a little rush to everyone, but not so challenging as to be dangerous. Overall, we just had a great experience on the Noire, and we're looking forward to coming back sometime to do the Coulanges, because that's the third of the 3 sisters that we have yet to do. So if you like the content, please like and subscribe. It really helps us keep on going and keep making videos. So we'll catch you on the next adventure.